you're watching GermanGyan. My name is Nidhi Jain, and guys, today I'm so happy because we have come up with a very interesting video. So in this video, you're gonna get to know the comparison between German and other languages. Yes guys, while making my team were very excited. So yes, the comparison with German, like German with other languages. So 3 other languages we have done: the Sanskrit, English and Hindi. So with these 3 languages, we're gonna compare German language in different angles. So make sure to watch this video till end. This gonna be super interesting video, very interesting, very mix and match video. So make sure to watch this video till end. And if you're watching for the very first time, then my name is Nidhi Jain. I am a CEO and the founder of GermanGyan. GermanGyan provides you online and offline classes. We do provide teacher training program, exam preparation, brush up classes, like whatever you can think around German. GermanGyan is a one-stop solution. So make sure to watch this video till end. And without wasting time, let's get started.
Comparison between English and German, Hindi and German, and Sanskrit and German. The first comparison is comparison between English and German language. The first positive point of English and German language is that their sentence structures are same. Both languages generally follows a sentence structure of subject plus verb plus object, aiding comprehensions. This similarity helps learners from sentence more intuitively. If you already know English language, then learning German won't be that difficult for you because both the languages follows the same sentence structure. Second point is media influence. Now English speakers are exposed to German language through movies, music and TV shows, enhancing listening skills and pronunciation through familiar content. Shows like Dark and films like Goodbye Lenin have increased interest in German because they are easy to understand and at the same time they are interesting shows. The next point is pronunciation. Now many words in German and English language have similar roots due to their shared Germanic ancestry. This common vocabulary can make learning easier for speakers of one language when they encounter the other. However, pronunciation may vary and false cognates means words that look similar but have different meanings can also exist. Now, the example of some words which look like English is Mutter, which is word for mother in German language. Second is Hand. Now, this word means hand. Although the spelling is same of hand, but of course the pronunciation is different because of the pronunciation of alphabets in German language. Another example can be house. Now this time the pronunciation is same but a spelling is little bit different, but it won't be much difficult for you to learn. Now there are some negative points also, and the first one is complex grammar. In German grammar, including the case system, which is nominative, accusative, dative and genitive, can be daunting for English speakers. Mastering these rules often requires extensive practice and study. And for some students, it really takes so much time to make the difference that what is nominative, what is dative, what is accusative. So that's why this is a part of complex grammar. Now the second point is pronunciation challenge. Now of course there are some words which share the same spelling as English but the pronunciations are different, and then there are some other letters which are completely different from the English language, because in English we have only 26 alphabets but in German language we have extra 4 and their pronunciation are completely different, and those words are umlaut, umlaut, umlaut and etc. So it can be difficult for English speakers to master due to differences in phonetics, leading to pronunciation errors that can hinder communication. The next point is vocabulary confusion. In German grammar, there is a topic false friends, means words that sound similar to English language but have completely different meanings. These words can lead to misunderstandings and learners must be vigilant about these pitfalls. Now some of the examples of false friend is like gift. So in English, gift means a present that you are gifting to someone on like a birthday party or some anniversary. But in German, we do have a word gift with the same spelling, with the same pronunciation, but that word means poison. So while learning German, you need to take care that you do not get confused with false friend topic. The next point is word order variability. Now German's flexible word order, especially in subordinate clauses where the verb often comes at the last, can be confusing for learners who are used to a more rigid structure. Now if you are an English language speaker, then you know the sentence structure is subject, verb and object. But in English, when you are connecting two sentences, which is a main clause and a subordinate clause, then in the main clause the sentence structure is same, which is subject, verb and object, but in the subordinate clause the verb goes at the end. So it can be confusing for some English speakers. Comparison between Hindi and German language. Hindi and German, despite being from different language families, that is Indo-Aryan and Germanic, share some interesting similarities and influences that can aid learners from either language. Here are a few key similarities. The first point is alphabetic system. Both languages use a phonetic approach to their scripts, meaning words are generally pronounced as they are written. While German uses the Latin alphabet, Hindi uses the Devanagari script, which is also a phonetic. And the example is Katze. Now in German language, it is just pronounced as it is written, and at the same case in Hindi also it is Billi. Now Billi is also pronounced just as it is written. Second point is loan words. There are some shared loan words in both languages, especially in modern context. For example, words related to technology and globalization, example computer and internet, they are often used in similar forms. Means in German language also we use computer only, and in Hindi also we use computer. The next point is word formation. Both languages use compound words extensively. In German, compounds can be quite long and descriptive, while Hindi also form compound words. Compound word means when you join two words to make a completely new different word. For example, in Hindi, there is a word kapda and the other word is bazar. Now if you mix these two words, the new word will be kapda bazar. The same works in German language example. For example, there are two words. The first one is Hand, the second is Schuhe. Now Hand means hand and Schuhe means shoes. So when you combine these two words, you get a different new word, which is Handschuh, means gloves. Now let's see some negative points. The first point is language family. Now the language Hindi belongs to a Indo-Aryan branch of the Indo-European language family, while German belongs to the West Germanic branch of the Indo-European language family. Now the second point is vocabulary. For the Hindi language, it primarily draws from Sanskrit with many loanwords from Persian, Arabic and English. And for the German language, it contains many loanwords from Latin, Greek and French and has a rich array of compound words. The third point is pronouns. Now for the Hindi language, pronouns change based on gender and numbers. For example, if there is one person, then मैं or तुम or वह. And at the same time in German language, pronouns also changes based on their cases. For example, nominative, accusative, dative or genitive, but do not change based on gender in the same way. So that's how they both are different. The next comparison is between Sanskrit and German language. The first positive point of comparison is literary and cultural influence. Now German scholars, especially during the 18th and the 19th century, were greatly influenced by Sanskrit. The study of Sanskrit played a key role in developing historical linguistics in Europe, particularly in Germany. Now figures like Max Müller contributed to a deep understanding of Sanskrit text, influencing German academia and literature. The next point is common roots. Both languages evolved from a same Proto-Indian European language, meaning they share a common origin. Many root words in both Sanskrit and German have similar sounds and meanings. For example, in Sanskrit it is matra and German it is Mutter. Both means mother. The second example is in Sanskrit it is Pitr and in German it is Vater. Both means father. The third point is grammatical structure. Now the grammatical structure have three subpoints. The first one is case system. Both Sanskrit and German have a case system that modifies nouns, pronouns and adjectives based on their role in a sentence. German has 4 cases, that is nominative, accusative, dative and genitive, while Sanskrit has 8 cases, that is vibhaktis. The second point is declension. Both languages feature declension pattern for noun, adjective and pronouns which changes depending on their case, gender and numbers. And the third subpoint is gender. Sanskrit and German assign gender, that is masculine, feminine and neutral, to nouns. In both languages, gender of a noun affects the form of other words in the sentence such as articles and adjectives. The next positive point of comparison is verb conjugation. Verbs in both languages are conjugated according to the tenses, person and numbers. While there are differences, the concept of verb conjugation is a shared feature. And both languages have a similar distinction between strong and weak verbs in terms of irregularities in conjugation. There are some negative points also of Sanskrit and German language, and the first one is alphabet and writing system. The language Sanskrit uses a Devanagari script which is syllabic and phonetic. It represents sounds with precision including vowel markings and has characters that correspond to each sound. While German uses the Latin alphabet with additional characters like A umlaut, O umlaut, U umlaut and etc. for specific German sounds. The writing system is alphabetic, not syllabic. The next point is case system complexity. In Sanskrit language, it has highly complex case system with 8 grammatical cases, that is nominative, accusative, instrumental, dative, ablative, genitive, locative and vocative. This system leads to a vast number of declination patterns, while German has a simpler case system with only 4 cases, that is nominative, accusative, dative and genitive. While still relatively complex compared to English, it is much less intricate than Sanskrit. The next point is verb conjugation and tenses. Now in Sanskrit language, it has more complex verb conjugation. It includes multiple tenses, that is present, past, future, modes, that is imperative, subjunctive and optative, and voices, which is active, middle and passive, and of course aspects. Now Sanskrit also has an elaborate system of verb roots and conjugation, while German has fewer tenses, that is present, past and future, and simpler verb conjugation. German typically has fewer verb forms per verb with simpler distinction between modes, that is indicative, subjunctive and imperative. The next point is the declension pattern. For the Sanskrit language, it has a wide variety of declension patterns for noun and adjectives which are based on gender, number and cases, and the ending differs significantly for different classes of nouns, making it quite intricate. While German has declension pattern, but they are fewer and less varied. Declension patterns are simpler, mostly affecting articles and adjectives rather than the noun itself, except for the genitive case in masculine and neutral nouns.
Till then, thank you so very much for watching and shouting lots of love to GermanGyan. I hope you have a very good idea about the comparison of these languages. I hope it was interesting for you. So we'll catch you in the next one. Till then, keep learning German with GermanGyan. Take care.